Okay. Testing, testing. I'm getting so much delay right now. Yep, sounds good. No, I can't play this music for too much longer because I am having issues with Twitch letting me post clips again. It's real nice that they let us do this for basically free, but also software isn't super difficult to write. Ooh, this explosives upgrade would be very cool. But I'm trying to focus on the basics here, so let's do a little review. So yesterday, I took out these lads up here. There are still some dots, which is concerning. I'm not sure what that's about. I might have to go check that out. I took out some nests here, a nest here, and 2 nests down here, which I've cleaned up. The idea is to completely take over this region so that I can have mining outposts for all the basic resources. With refining right here. And then the reason I took these out is because 1, the pollution's getting very close, and 2, up here, the American dream lies in wait. Crude oil. Okay, let's turn that music on. We'll just opt for some game music today, because I don't have anything that's non-DMCA. And I'm surely not going to sit in silence. Because it's awkward for me having to listen to the thoughts in my own head. That's not a reflection on my character, that's just the way it is. Also, I need to learn how rails work. Oh. But look at how much copper. This is excellent. Okay. Now what was I even doing? Right, so I was coming back up here to grab my stuff. Because I left it, because I didn't want to lose it when I destroyed all those nests. So let's just go and get all the stuff to make a coal outpost. And then I'll get the trains hooked up. And then we'll be fine. Hopefully we don't have any major biter attacks, because that would not be good. I wish I could just, like, collect everything in a chest. But I cannot do that. Okay, what do I need? I need more copper, more iron. Maybe more steel? Should be good on concrete. But yeah, iron and copper for sure. Okay. I'm gonna collect this copper, but really quick. I had my first short on YouTube go over 100 views, so I now have a short in the hundreds of views, and it's a fan favorite character, and I'm very proud of it. That being Mr. Rock. Now, I've seen some startlement, maybe if you can call it that, alleging things about the relationship that I have with Mr. Rock, and I don't think that I want those accusations to continue. So, I thought that I'd just bring Mr. Rock out here, okay, to have a quick chat. And I'll facilitate things, right? Don't be worried. You don't have to be alone with him, right? He can be a little creepy sometimes, but yep. So let's just have Mr. Rock take it away. Go ahead and introduce yourself. It's taking a while.
I am Mr. Rock.
Oh, there we go. Mr. Rock, everyone. Okay, what else was I grabbing? I guess I could need the steel. Do I need 400 steel for that? I think so. It won't hurt. Plus I need to make some big electric poles anyway. We're gonna need at least 4 electric mining drills. Or we have turrets. We don't have ammo. We're also gonna need, probably only need 4 or 5 of these, so let's make 5 of these. And then let's make 5 fast inserters. Oh shit, we're also gonna need a dedicated coal train. We're gonna need this, so let's take a look at what that just blew up. That's a little close. Okay, let's have Mr. Rock say something else. Fill the air.
There is nothing wrong with me?
That's right. Yep, that is the case. There's nothing wrong with him, like I said. You know. He's just a chill guy, right? Just real chill. I do kind of wish he'd say something that, you know, gives me anything to talk about. He's been very quiet today. Okay, did we need anything else here? Oh, I wanted to build out this. That's fine. Oh.
So upsetting has not trapped me here.
That's right, but I didn't ask him to speak. What's going on? That's fine. Probably just a bug. Man, I'm excited. Christmas is coming up. I like this holiday season, you know. Well, I like every holiday season for the most part. But this one in particular has been nice. I do wish it would snow a bit more. I used to live in a very cold climate where we'd get, you know, a few feet of snow a year. Sometimes tens of feet of snow a year. And living where I live now, it certainly gets cold, but it does not snow like that. The snow is very nice. A lot of people don't like the snow. I like it, as long as it's not on the roads. Also, I finished the 4 episodes of Invincible that are currently out for season 2. And it's kind of crazy. I'm really impressed with what they've done. Okay, let's take a look at these outposts. 500, 1.7 million. This is clearly where we want to go, right? Yeah, let's do that. Things are moving along. Also, I want to make mod armor. What do I need? Oh, I need silicone and plastic and stuff. Eh. Not really possible. Boy, I also think I'm getting pretty sick. I can feel my lungs rattling inside of my chest. It's not very pleasant, I'll be honest. This is taking forever. When am I gonna run out of here? The 2 of these, what is... Is it steel? No, it couldn't be. It's not copper. I couldn't be running out of iron. It only takes 4 iron. Oh, concrete. Yeah, here's some turrets too, so this must have been where a nest was. Till I took them out. Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and clear this area completely. Is that everything? Did I need anything else?
Help.
What was that? Was that Mr. Rock? That's freaky. I don't like that. I also don't like the music kicking up right after that. I have bad dreams now. Let me just cut a line here. Through this coal. Boop, boop, boop. It's like this. Something about my cadence then just made me think of Bob Ross, and I've been watching a lot more Bob Ross lately. So, oh shit, I'm out of concrete. I've been watching a lot more Bob Ross lately, and I It's really, I think, made me happier. Just to watch some dude paint. Damn. It is nice. He's got such a soothing voice, right?
Ultimately, I love being in the computer.
Okay. Honestly, what is going on with Mr. Rock? Oh, I don't know if I wanted to do this just yet. It's probably fine. Yeah, it's probably fine. Let's make one of these so I can scope out this next area. Gotta wait on this radar.
Rather weird that people would think that I'm not okay.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like I've seen a lot of people insisting that. But he's fine. Right? There's nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing wrong. And the fact that people would say that there's something wrong is really concerning. This one here. Okay, that should be fine. And then I'll add one of these up here. Now we'll start getting a little ring around the whole
Today
thing.
is my favorite day. My soul feels fine.
Oh, hey. Good for you, Mr. Rock. That was concerning. But I'm glad he's fine. There's some mineral water here too. I'm hoping for a really... Oh, there it is. Asking shall receive. A really big patch of iron ore. 7 million? Dude. That'll last us forever if we can mine that out. Or at least a few months. Okay, let's set this up. I might have to move this radar. We're fine. The only reason I wouldn't want to move it there is because it's blocking the way. But for now, it should be okay.
I think that So Upsetting is my favorite creator on Twitch.
Thank you, Mr. Rock. You're my favorite mildly sentient AI rock. Not that I really have another example of that. No, Mr. Rock is being very nice today. Usually he's going off on some weird tangent. But I feel like I really haven't had any trouble with him all day. None of my testing was bad, it was fine. pretty normal. Of course, I said that before and he decided to act up on stream, so who knows? Who knows? Oh wait, since this is the last one, I don't need that at all. I do need another one of these, though. And let's get a steel chest.
No one needs to be worried about my soul.
I don't know why they would be. There's, I mean, nothing to be worried about, right? Okay, we'll use a fast loader for that. And then that'll be part of the wall, which means I actually need to move this. Yeah, this layout for poles is not great. But we'll live. This is concerning choir. The choir's concerning me. Ooh, there's a cliff in the way here. Do I have space to get a wall? No. Some more research then.
Going to get some sleep now. I feel groggy, feel asleep, feel fine.
What? What? What was it? What did it say? What did it say? Here, I got the logs from that. It said, going to sleep now. I feel groggy. Feel asleep, feel fine. That's really weird. Maybe some more debugging, I guess. I'm getting sick of debugging the bot. Or the AI or whatever. AI doesn't really exist yet. This music sounds very Star Wars inspired. So I'm just now realizing I don't need any of these splitters. They just don't need to be there. If anything, they're a big waste. They're a holdout from when I thought I was going to use... when I thought I was going to use loaders for all of these. But I decided against it. Okay, let's see. Yep, this will be the iron spot. We'll take out a bigger nest to really go after it. Yeah, once you start getting out this far, the nests start getting pretty big. Like right here, this is pretty small. This one's pretty small. But then you start getting nests that are real big. And they get much larger than this. I'm also getting Darkwood vibes from this music. Okay. Ooh, this is concerning as well. These nests are really, really massive. I think it'd be hard to take those out on my own. That's not great. Whoa! Look at how many buildings there are. Yeah, that's, it's not great. Oh, oil. There's some stone up here. It's all pretty cool. Uranium. So I thought I was going to get oil from up here. Up here. But this is a bigger deposit of oil, so I might go for this. 0.6. Okay, so this is just a larger deposit. And this nest is gonna be pretty nasty to attack. I'll likely need a flamethrower. Which is a problem. Okay, and I'm gonna move this as well. Just over to this side so I can set up a train track. Shoot for like right here. Because then I could probably collect from both coal sources with one track. Okay, it's fine. Set up a station. And then this will load onto the train. And then I don't have a reference for how big that's gonna be, so I'll just wait. And like I said, I might have to at some point turn off the enemy difficulty or turn them to peaceful or whatever, because there's just too much. This is kind of terrifying. And this is a decreased difficulty from what the game normally has you at. Ooh, nice. A new electric mining drill. Jetpacks are cool. Didn't know that was in here. Heat shielding. Ooh, this is for space stuff. Okay, let's make a warehouse. What else do I need? I need iron. I need stone brick. And I think that's it. Pretty close to the rail track. Whoa, there's two of these right next to each other. That's not good. These down here are terrifying. Yeah, if we get attacked by any of those, we are basically just dead. Did not grab enough iron for this project. Oh, this takes steel. Interesting. I'll grab some more of that then. I wonder how much concrete speeds up movement speed. I'll have to test it out. See if it's worth it. Okay, so this is walking normally. And this is... Oh, it's a little faster. It's not that much faster though. Oh, how do you take up concrete? Okay, and I guess since I'm making the rail anyway, I might as well start moving stuff down there. Okay. Yeah, now we've got the track down here. Okay, let's get a flare stack. Or at least just research it. We're also coming to the close of the green tech cards, so... Wait, this is going the wrong way. Okay, there we go. Okay, this will go in here. Yeah. A few more of those concrete walls. And, okay, this stop is basically done. We just need walls and ammo. But those won't be done yet for a while. Instead, I'm going to work on getting the rail situation finished so that I can travel to and from here easier. Not enough rails. Oh, yeah. Oh, I guess we're sitting around for a minute. Oh, no, I could finish this up. That's good. We could look at what we can now see on the map, which is terrifying. Really scary stuff. Some crude oil down here. American Dream. We got our stone. I mean, there's stone everywhere. We might also be able to do some core mining, right? What's this take? Oh, this is all stuff we have. Endless extraction of resources. It pollutes a lot. Yeah, these pollute 7. This pollutes 200. I wonder why. It's like we're stealing the essence of the planet we're on. Oh, I don't want to go through this patch of coal. Not enough rails. Man, I'm tired early. What's there to talk about? What's happened recently? Is there anything important that's going on right now? Nothing I don't think that's worth talking about. A lot of cyber attacks recently. You haven't heard, there's been, I think, 4 or 5 big attacks on medical centers. There's also been some 0 days announced for, well, I mean, everyone's had 0 days recently. But I think the biggest profile one I can think of is Atlassian and Cisco. Is it Cisco XE? Had a big announcement, or had a big 0 day? Something to do with their UI. Which is never something you want to have happen when you have, you know, lots of equipment out in the field. They're web-based UI, by the way, not It's weird that they put the storage tanks next to the shelter. I mean, the shelter is really people storage, is it not? And then Cisco announced that it's adding some sort of AI integration to their security strategy, which, without more data on what they're doing, is interesting to say the least. And I think mildly concerning for anyone who's wary of AI. And even some security people I know are not super thrilled about it. And I don't know if they're not thrilled because it's AI. Maybe it's because of... I mean, if I had to guess, if I had to come up with a reason why you wouldn't want to use AI, it's because with security things, you want to know for sure what's going on. Because when there's uncertainty, you open yourself up to having security issues. Right, and so you don't want to solve the problem by causing it, if that makes any sense. You don't want to solve your problems by utilizing a technology that could create problems. These actually need to be outputs. The flow needs to go the other way. Man, it's I'm really kind of upset because there's a really funny moment from last stream where I'm working right here and I'm trying to count the spaces in between these tracks, and I say to myself, "Oh man, is there four spaces here?" And then I count 1, 2, 3, which is clearly not like. There's only 3 here. I counted 4. I honestly cannot count. No, this one had 1, 2, 3. But you cut 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 in this one. There's 4 in this one. Is it just the orientation? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. Still cannot count. Still cannot count. But they wouldn't let me post it because of the music. Even though I have the license. This is going the wrong direction. That's why I was confused. This is like scary Minecraft music. Okay. Now what did I need for that? Oh, I need walls. And ammo. So let's go grab that. Also need stuff for circuits and signals. Hang on. Is there... Oh no, this is only SE. Brains. Okay, let's do... Let's do a quick tutorial. When has this happened to anyone? Okay. I'm moving signals to the other side of the track. Ow. Is there a button? I can't break it. I can't rotate it or anything. What button does this? Like I'm holding down right click. Why doesn't this work? Here, let me look it up. Um, I've got a whole big tutorial right here, but okay, this is actually a way more useful tutorial than anything else. It's not going to be on screen, but we'll have to live with that. Tutorial. So maybe I do the signal stuff off stream on my own so I can figure it out. Because me reading over to the side has to be pretty boring. What was I grabbing? What am I out of? Steel? Bricks, probably. Oh, and ammo. This talks about chain signals. Ah, okay, so chain signals just take the input of the train further, or if the signal further down the line. So if the... Here, I'll explain. I will explain. Let me make a few of these. We'll go back to the trains. I've not yet added a fueling station, so things could break. Okay, we're back at the trains. I'm gonna take this other train off the track just so it doesn't break anything. Oh, I just dropped him. There we go. Anything else I can just ditch? Oop. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there and we'll remember it's there. We will never forget that it's there. Okay, so what this does, let's go drive out to the new location. And this time I won't run into anything. Like a dum-dum. Oh. But I will go in circles like a dum-dum. Really, let's just do this here. This is fine. I'll get out. Now I've got a rail signal here that divides this. Actually, I need another one. One more. Here, we'll add some stone. Okay. So now, there are two separate lines of track. There's one right here. And that is the rest of, so all of the track is on one line, except for this. So there's a separate section in here. And we have a rail chain signal, which turns the space between the chain signal and this into a kind of separate section on its own. But this signal here is based on the signal here. So if I move the train up into this next section here, right, so now if I get out, there's no train in this section, but this train signal still turns red. Right, because it's always matching the one in front of it. Okay, now we can go down here. And I don't pick up anything here. Actually, I can refuel. That's fine. Okay. So we want to make it so when a train is parked here, so when it's on this section of track, oh, I forgot to pick up the other one. Damn it. Okay, when a train is on this section of track, actually, okay, I'm gonna look at this. Talks about signaling. How does these interact with stops? It talks about deadlocks. T-junctions, not something I really need to worry about. Train waiting areas, that'll be important later. There's a general railway tutorial here. Talking about switches and all sorts of stuff. It looks like there are gates for rails, though. Okay, essentially I just want to split this into a signal so that there can only be one train in here at a time. And maybe this will be really inefficient. We'll have to see. Let's make a whole bunch of all of this. So this is here. I want to go back the length of one train, which is here. Ah, so I don't actually want a rail signal here. I want a chain signal here. So I'm gonna break this really quick so I can measure everything. Okay. Then this chain signal should go right here. So what this is saying is if this signal appears red, don't move into this section. So let me move up into the next section and we'll see it. Okay. Wait, why is this blue? Reads the next signal in the path to allow better control of the train. Because what I don't want happening is I don't want a train that's not meant to be stopped here, stopping here ever. There's a debug view that allows colors on the screen. F4. Is it really? It's in debug. Or am I an idiot? Am I getting got? What actually shows it? Show rail blocks. Oh, this is interesting. So this is like the cached paths that enemies had taken. Oh, I can allow increased zoom. That's fun. I don't think I need that. Okay. Does it show rail blocks missing? Okay, there are 4 very unhelpful comments in Steam. Thank you, Steam. And I still cannot see the rail blocks. So apparently it's not a debug option anymore. Maybe it's just a regular setting option? They say it appears when you're placing a train signal. But, oh, it does. I'm just an idiot. I wish it did this all the time. It'd be much easier to see what's going on. So, what's going on here is we've got 2 blocks, everything else, and then this section of pink right here that goes until this. Now, this chain signal should be stopping. Like, this should be red. I don't know why it's not. Hang on, let me see what this does. Blue chain signal Factorio. That's supposed to be red or green. Okay. So, I'm not sure what this means. Some, but not all, exits are free, so trains may not stop here. We do want them to stop there. Right, because what I'm trying to avoid is a train being stuck in this section. Right, in this block. And then another train that needs to go through here, stopping at this stop. By accident. For now, I don't think it's going to be an issue. Unless... Nope. Okay. Let's move ahead. Oh. Okay. Now here's the next intersection I'm going to work on. So I don't want this train to enter this block. I don't want the train to move ahead. Until another train has cleared all the way up until the next stop. And then the same thing for here. I want to create a block here. This can go here. I see. So these can both go here. And then this chain signal can go right here. So now, if there's a train in this section or in this section, right? If there's a train here or here, this will turn blue. Right? If there's a train in both sections, it turns red. And if there's a train in no sections, it turns green. So this means that if it's blue, if this chain signal up here is blue, the train could take another path to get somewhere. I don't know how it decides that. And yes, this is designed to be one direction, so you do have to move around the loop in one direction. I don't have it set up for anything else. And right now I don't plan to. Okay, let's hop back in this. Move on ahead. Now, let's do the same thing here for this section. Right, so we don't want to move up into here. Or back into here. Unless it's clear to do so. So we do this. And then I can just mark this out on its own. So we'll get a signal here. Actually, is this enough space? This might not be enough space. I might need to reduce the train size to 2. Which is fine. Let's just actually take care of that right now. The max train size is 2. Go 1 here. One here. And 1 there. And then there's a block here, here, and here. Now how does this work for merging? Right, so I don't want any train here going. I'll make this all one block, so only one train can leave this at a time. And I'll need enough space to wait, so go like this or something. That's probably fine. So now if any train has moved out onto this track, all of the trains behind it stop. And then we need a way to merge. Now, how does merging work? We just separate this section into one block. They stop here, they stop here. This, and then one of these. Yeah, there's really just not enough space here. So I'm going to push this block back. Probably fine. This I can push back to here. Yep, that's fine. That section I'll take care of in just a moment. Gotta do this up here. Yep, and so this is merging again. Just have this go here. And this go here. I'm out of these again. This goes here. This goes here. And this goes here. Then I gotta move this back. I actually don't know why this is here at all. It shouldn't be. Okay. Now I'll need to make this into its own block. Fine. And this. Yeah, I think that's the best I'm going to get on that. So now, oh, this hasn't been loading with anything. No, good. It can, this is the ore cart, so. Or is this the coal cart? No, the coal cart's gray. This is white. Okay, we're to set this to automatic. Add a station. There's Harris. And we're gonna add a station. And it is hella badass. Okay, no, let me on. Oh. Okay. Whoops. Don't run out in front of oncoming trains. Apparently that's bad for you. And that was actually pretty far away. I also didn't get the chance to add a wait condition, so let's see if the train goes by. No, it won't. So it's just not stopping. Like, it is going to the sections, but it's not waiting at all. Right. Okay, wait. No, the offboard time is probably pretty quick. Go with a minute for both. Yeah, this looks like the last green tech card thing, so I'll need to upgrade that at some point. Actually, let's add an away condition, which is empty cargo. We'll just take this one away. So it fills for 60 seconds and then it empties its cargo. And I can also remove this. Okay, finally. Now, this will fill all the way up and then it'll drop everything off. Then it comes back here and does that over and over again until it's full. And now I'm going to set up a coal train. Did I add a rail signal here for this one? Yes. Yeah, it's fine. Well, I'm glad I relearned those rail signals, because it was kind of daunting. Okay. And this train will only have one cargo container. It fills with coal. I guess this can also restock at this location, that's fine. And then I'll have the trains restock it. Maybe I'll have them restock at their normal locations. At some point I could even expand this to have two carts behind it, which would be pretty cool. Pretty efficient. At a station, which is this one. At a weight condition, which is full cargo. And then I'm going to add another station, which is... Oh, I can't see it. Okay, let me look at the map here. Elkith. Add away condition, empty cargo. This. Oh. And one more. Oh. There we go. Now, we can test everything out. See if this actually works. Cross your fingers, everyone. Got them crossed. Okay, let's go. Now I'm going to turn this off and I'm going to check the rail signals here. Also, I want to see what happens when the next train comes into the station. So first, this is blocked off. And this is blue, which means trains could go in either direction here. Which is correct. Everything else is green, so I think we're good. Now I can hook this up. I don't know why it wasn't. Probably just ran out. Oh, I hit this on the wrong side. Whoops. Okay, this will be the copper side then. Nice. Why is this train still waiting down here? I'm gonna go take a look. Close enough to walk, and if it moves, I'll just walk back. Okay, this is full. What's going on? Does full cargo mean full fuel as well? No. These are all green. Why is it not going? Set to manual. Did I set it to manual, or did it set that on its own? Nice. Now, set them both to automatic. This is blocking just fine. None of these can move until it's out of range. Cool, very good. And now this won't get an empty condition, so what I need to do is make this the fueling station. Well, for these trains. now the trains move on their own. Very cool. Which means we'll be very careful about moving around here. Because the trains one-shot you no matter what. So. Ugh, I just gotta be very careful. Yeah, if there's one thing playing this game, you learn to be very careful about crossing the tracks without looking. Apparently now there are extra things you can do to increase your odds of survival. Like you can set up railway markers and stuff. Not to sound like an old man, but back in my day. Oh, this is dumb. Why am I doing it like this? I think that people just had it set up so that... Hang on. Pause. Okay. Fine. I think people just had it set up with some sort of sound machine. I think that's almost full. Does have enough space to empty it completely? Yeah. So you could like use the circuit network to wire up a sound so that you wouldn't just get run over. I don't have that. Nice, this is great. Look how much space we have. A planetary teleporter. I don't think that's very useful right now. Especially when expanding is so difficult, because we have all of these nests to clear out. This is just my worst nightmare. I mean, I'll consider turning peaceful mode on because it's just stressing me out, honestly. It really is. Okay, let's see what peaceful mode actually does. First, let me check that meteor. Nope, we're good. So peaceful makes it so they can't attack you if you don't attack them. So I kind of like the enemies existing, because it is a... Also, enemy expansion is kind of awesome. I might turn on peaceful mode. It's not going to mean that I never have to face the enemies. It's just going to mean that once I do expand to them, they don't just slaughter me. And maybe I'm a baby for doing that. But also, this is like a Zen game, and I don't want to have to fight. I don't want to fight unless it's going to be a real challenge. Right? If I'm doing like a mega death world or something, that's different. My cat needs scritches. Or he's going to die. At least that's what he sounds like. I swear, sometimes he just sits over there on the table and stares at me and yells. Oh. Okay, let's find it. I'm doing it. I'm being a baby. Okay. There we go. Peaceful mode's on. I mean, call me a baby if you want. That's fine. I am. I know it. Right? I'm not, like, unaware that I can be a baby at times. But I don't want to worry about it. It doesn't mean I won't have to ever build any military stuff. It just means that... Because I haven't turned any base expansion off, so these will grow if I don't take them out. And once they get close enough to you, they will still attack you. So, like, if I ran out there right now, they would still attack me. So when I need to expand to cover the area where they're in, that's when I have to take them out. But it does mean I can take out the walls here and not have to worry about it as much. Which sucks. It does suck. If I could just have the bases be smaller, that'd be one thing, but don't think there's a command for that. I bet that was awful to listen to. Okay, that being said, while I did just disable peaceful mode, I'm going to go take out this section of nest next time. For now, though, I'm getting quite tired, so I think I'm going to go to bed. Because we've got family stuff to do tomorrow, which I'm pretty excited about. Alright, anyone who's hanging out, who stopped by, thank you. I appreciate it. Anyone who's watching this on the VOD, I mean, come check this out. It's chill enough. Right? I'm not full energy this late at night, so if I ever do things during the day, I can be a bit louder. Or if you just want to stop by and see Mr. Rock, Wednesday, what date is Wednesday? Wednesday, December 13th. We will be having an AMA featuring Mr. Rock as our host. So if you want to see that, show up. That is Wednesday, December 13th. Oh, but that's it for me. I'm gonna go catch some sleep.